Alrighty, welcome back into another episode of 5 Minute Wager. I am Ethan. With me, as always, is Ben. Ben been off for a week here. Didn't have you on the live on Monday. Haven't filmed 5 Minute Wager in a week.
Weird.
It's like I'm meeting you for the first time again. How you been in the last week? Like we touched on, I think a week ago. This is kind of your off season now. Football is king.
Yeah.
We all know that, but obviously you have a wife. Fairly newborn child that
Oh yeah.
takes priority over hockey and basketball and baseball when that time gets here. But how you been? How was your week since I saw you last?
It was good, man. It was good. I haven't posted it yet, but from Monday's live, you guys did an excellent job, and I'm going to be tweeting out my plays. You guys still have my Monday plays. So far 2-0. We'll see what happens. I'm waiting on a UFC pick, which has been pretty hot, so I'm really hoping I can get a 3-0 week. My hockey picks hit on Monday, so I'm hoping that I can carry that momentum in. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm glad you're back. I just have a good feeling. I think this show, after the All-Star break, is about to take a really good turn.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot I wasn't even here on last week Wednesday, so
I was weird.
It's been a long time. It's been a long time, but yeah, I'm hoping your hot streak can carry over. Like you said, with an MMA pick hanging on to that 3-0, I like your odds from where you've been hitting. So
thank you.
Well, we won't waste any time here. Let's get right into the plays. We have a loaded Thursday slate of hockey. As always, we are filming Wednesday night, so there's a lot of games going on as we speak here. But Ben, I'll throw it to you. What's your first play that you're liking on Thursday night?
I just want to reiterate, loaded slate. Sometimes it's kind of hard to pick games. There were a lot of good ones to pick, so it's actually fairly easy getting some picks this week. I'm going to go with I'm going to have a theme. I'm going to go, my first two picks are teams that are good that have been struggling lately. I'm going to go with the Bruins money line. It's at -136, so it's going to be the juiciest one I have. They've been struggling, but they're obviously the better team, and they just lost to the Flames maybe about a week ago or so. They lost 4-1 at home. So I think this is a great opportunity. I mean, they've been losing to teams like the Kraken and other pretty mid teams. So I think this is a chance to kind of avenge that loss and get back on the right track.
Absolutely love it. Well, yeah, I told you before the show, I'll say it here. I am done looking at money lines and puck lines. I'm sticking to totals because that's where my success was last year, and I got away from it this year, and I've sucked. So Boston did catch my eye though, but I was like, no, don't even fall for it. Only totals. So I do like that play. I really wanted to lay a total in that game, but couldn't get myself to bite simply because of that 4-1 line that we just saw not long ago. My first play here, like I said, doing all totals today, trying to get back to what worked for me last year. I'm taking the Capitals Lightning under 6.5. Just think it's too many goals, honestly. Both teams have been in high-scoring affairs lately. Lightning just lost on Saturday 2-9, gave up 9 goals, 2-4 in their last matchup with the Senators. That one would have stayed under, but before that, 6-3, they had a 2-6 in there. And the Capitals, who to me are like one of the biggest dead nuts under team in the league, they've actually been having a ton of high scoring games. Their last 3, 6-2, 4-3, 3-6. So I just think both of these teams are going to come back towards the mean a little bit. I think they're both under teams. As we get closer to the playoffs, I think defense and goaltending starts to shore up a little bit. You don't see quite as many high-scoring games. And then also, Tampa has lost 2 straight games at home. This is their final home game before a road trip, so I think they're going to want to really get a win at home. So I think they're going to rely on that defense, that goaltending. Haven't played since Monday, so they're well-rested, which I think bodes well for the defense. So, yeah, I think Tampa ultimately wins this game, but I'm going to hope it's in a low-scoring affair.
You're absolutely on the right track, because if I'm betting, the Capitals offense has been way above where they have been all the rest of the season on their average, and then Tampa Bay letting up way more than they're used to. They got pretty decent goaltending there in Tampa, so I mean, if there's a game for either of these things to get back to the mean, it's this one. So I love it.
I'm hoping.
Let's go. They've done pretty well for me, so I'm gonna stick with them. I'm gonna take the Canucks money line. That's at -118. 3 straight losses for the Whales, man. They've really been struggling, but if I'm looking at this matchup, they're just clearly the better team, and honestly, they're due. They're due. I don't see it being 4 straight games. At some point, you got to turn it around. You're getting the Canucks, one of the teams that have been, I would say, arguably one of the hottest teams this year, if not the hottest team. I like the Canucks to get it done.
Yeah, did you see on Monday that low-scoring football game between the Canucks and the Wild?
I could not believe that. I mean, I couldn't tell if that would make me watch hockey more or less.
I know. I saw. I mean, I was just peeking in at work, and I don't know what I saw, 4-2 or something like that. It's kind of decently high scoring. I checked again. I was like, thought it was like the CFL or something, 10-7. I mean,
they pull their goalies in the second. What happened?
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, I think Minnesota had 7 goals in the third, maybe.
Disgusting.
Crazy. Hopefully this next game does not go 7-10. I'm taking another under, looking at the Islanders and the Blues. Again, both teams to me are just dead nuts under. Last year, I loved betting these two teams under. I know this year they've kind of flipped a little bit more over, especially the Islanders. Actually go over way more than they go under, but I think their nature is still an under team. Varlamov is the projected goalie at this time. He's allowing 2.9 goals a game average, so a little bit higher there. But yeah, I don't know. I think, like I said, the Islanders at their core, I think, are more of an under team. Not crazy about the Blues. They have Binnington in net, or are projected to have Binnington in net, so it does make me a little nervous. This is probably my least favorite play that I'm talking about here, but I just think at the core, these teams are better defensively than they are offensively. Again, I believe both teams have been off for a few days. Yeah, I believe they both played on Tuesday last. Monday last time for the Blues. So a little bit of rest in there. I think, like I said, bodes well for the defense. Probably lands on 6, but wouldn't bet this one going up to 7.
You know, let's go Blues. I think we lead the league in passes. that doesn't get you anything, but you just get into that get into the opponent's territory, just pass. Maybe, I don't know, consider shooting it, guys. That drives me crazy. That's been a critique of mine for the Blues since the early 2000s, man. It's just they pass until the defense smacks it out of there, or it gets just stopped by the goalie, and then we lose the face-off. So annoying. A Blues under, I don't care. I'll take it.
I hope they stick to the passing tomorrow. I'm
sure,
cool with it.
I'm sure they will. I'm hoping that my last one's a total, so I'm hoping that we're on the same track on this one. You did 2 unders, so I think you're gonna bounce it out with the over here at the end, and I think you're gonna be taking the Florida Carolina over 6.5 at plus money, plus 102. Both top 8 in scoring. I think that this is such a good line at the plus 102 because of the decent goaltending. But these teams are both some of the best offensive teams, and you're getting 6.5. You're looking at all the totals. I feel like they're almost all 6.5. Almost all of them are 6.5. So if I'm gonna bet, I'm gonna take the ones with the like really good offenses and just say, you know what, 3-4 game, 5-3 game. I don't know which way it goes, but I like this to be a high scoring affair.
Yeah, a ton of talent on both offenses there, or on both teams. So definitely don't hate that. It's not where my play is going to be. I'm sticking with all unders. So hopefully that is the over. Yeah, when I had success with totals last year, it was almost strictly unders. I just didn't bet over. That's all I bet was hockey unders. It's not that fun, but it was profitable for me last year. This is my favorite play on the board. Nashville, LA Kings, late night special, under 6. Again, 2 teams I just think are under teams to their core. The Kings, I mean, since the new year, just have not been able to put the puck in the net. They're finally starting to just a little bit right now. They put up 5 in their last game, 5 3 games ago, put up 4 in their first game back from the All-Star break. But in those games, they allowed 1 to the Blue Jackets. That game landed on 6. Boston was a high-scoring game, 5-4 final. But when they put up 4 on the Oilers, they had a shutout. So their games are still going under most of the time. And like I said, January, they just weren't putting up goals. They were losing a lot of games in low-scoring fashion. And then, the Predators, I just think they're an under team as well. They do have 3 wins in their last 5 games, each of which having 5 goals scored. I think the Kings are going to win this game, so I don't see Nashville scoring 5. I think it's more of a 3-2 game for LA here. Saros in net for Nashville, who's having a bit of a down year, but still a really good goalie. Looks like Riddick might go for the Kings. He's only allowing 2.25 goals per game average. Again, I think 2 teams that are under to their core. As we get closer to the playoffs, I think we see more unders here. Favorite play on the board, Predators, Kings, under 6.
I love it, dude. If I'm going to trust anybody's take on the Kings, it's going to be yours.
Yeah, unless I pick them to win, then they lose. That doesn't bode well, but that's every team, so I guess it doesn't really matter.
We're turning it around. It's after it's post All-Star break.
Exactly. Things are hopefully looking up.
They are.
Well, that is going to do it for Thursday's slate. If we do have any other plays before the games tip off or before the puck drops, not talking basketball here, we'll tweet them out. We'll throw them on Sharps. We'll have an article. They'll be out in some form. So be sure to head over to Sharps, download the app, use our code BET269. That's bet with 2 T's, BETT 269. Like I said, you can follow along with our plays there. You can interact with us. You can post your plays, tail other plays. Super cool community. You can interact with the guys who started the app and everyone who uses it. We've been having a ton of fun over there. Head over to bettergreen.com where you can see those articles coming out with plays. And honestly, we have all sorts of articles at this time. So head over there, check us out. Consider becoming a premium member where you get every article, every premium play. $1 a month is all we're asking. So it's as cheap as it gets. As cheap as it gets without being annoying. We're not going to charge you, 17 cents and make you dial it up. So just $1. And then guys, just be sure to check out YouTube for more of our videos. Ben and Bobby have continued to just kill it with Tapping Vegas, their UFC art or videos. We're going to have much more of those in the future here. Wyatt just had a heater of a day in college basketball. Won 31 units last night in college basketball.
That's sick.
It's insane. I think that's without hitting a future. I think that's probably our biggest day in Better and Green history.
Probably.
I mean, it's got to be. So yeah, no better time to check out Getting Technical with Wyatt and I breaking down college basketball. We're going live Saturday morning to break down that huge slate. So hop in there, listen to what Wyatt has to say. He's seeing things really well right now. We're going to have a new NBA show called Dropping Dimes coming here pretty soon. Yeah, so that's kind of big news. We were going to start tomorrow, but it's hard to get down on the NBA post All-Star breaks. We're going to give it a few buffer games before we start giving out some plays. Am I missing one? Other than 5-minute wager, be sure to check back for more hockey videos with us.
I think you got them all, man.
I think that's it. Tune in September for Intentional Lounging. I already can't wait.
New baseball show coming out called Swangin' Wood. That's going to be coming out this summer.
Yeah, we might take the summer off. To be determined.
Fantasy football content. We'll have a bunch of fantasy football content.
Yes. We will touch on baseball, and we'll get ready for football season. Guys, other than that, thanks for tuning in. As always, good luck with your bets. Enjoy watching the games, and we will see you in next week's episode. Peace, guys.
Peace, guys.
You better start listening to the Better and Green podcast. You will not regret it. Trust me, trust me, trust me. And hey, I'm Dean Blandino.
Welcome to Better and Green. and green, hey, listen in and cash out. That's what it's all about. Come on, let's make cash now. We always on spot and we cover all spot from the bottom to the top. Hey, shout out to Ethan, shout out to Wyatt, shout out to Ben. Welcome to our podcast. Better in green.